I speak
Finnish,
Mandarin,
Spanish,
French.
Japanese. My dad and my mom both came from Japan.
My dad was born in Finland and raised there, so I grew up speaking Finnish with him.
Learned it at school for the most part. My parents, neither of them speak Chinese.
I speak mostly Japanese at home, mainly because my mom is more comfortable speaking with Japanese.
Spanish is my first language. I learned Spanish first, and then I didn't learn English till I think I was 3 when I went to preschool.
While Finnish is not a super well-known or used language, I think that it's going to be really helpful to know a different perspective.
It definitely allows me to reach a lot more information and communicate with a lot more people.
It broadens your perspective if you're able to speak with people of another culture, especially when that culture is so big in the world.
Everything I learn at school has kind of this one perspective, usually from kind of the American side, but a lot of times, because I'm Japanese, there are certain points of view that aren't told of.
I definitely do sometimes feel like I identify more with my Latino culture than I do with my American culture.
I'm pretty familiar with Chinese culture. In fact, at Case, at my old school, we had holidays for Chinese New Year and things like that, and we studied Chinese culture. And then I've also been to China 3 times and Taiwan once.
I stand right in the middle between kind of Japanese culture and American culture.
It's just part of me, and it's not hard for me to connect with other people who may or may not speak a different language.
It's helped me to build different relationships with different people, and I feel like a lot of the people in my life have kind of accepted the fact of who I am.
It's a really important part of my childhood and a really important part of who I am.
I think having a language in common definitely helps with being able to work better with other people.
I've been able to see a lot more things that I feel like maybe other people don't see because they don't speak a different language, or they don't know the struggle of sometimes not knowing a specific word in either Spanish or a different language, or not being able to know how to translate something on the spot.
It'll be super useful once I'm an adult, especially with how important China is in the world right now and how many people speak Chinese.
It's definitely helpful to be able to communicate with my grandparents and stuff, my extended family, because they're all back in France.
It's something I hold close to my heart, and I'm really proud of it, and it's something that I can carry with me from my parents' side.
I'm hoping to use my Spanish speaking language and my Latino culture to hopefully do something good.